Hello internet, been quite a while since I last put anything up onto my little page. A couple of reasons for that. One, I was working, working in a frozen food warehouse, which brought in a penny, so it was enjoyable. And then I had a problem with I pulled a box forward, bent my thumb back, and it ended up giving me problems, which turned into carpal tunnel syndrome. So my right wrist, I can hardly, I keep getting pains in it, pins and needles. So I've been to the doctors, had tests done. They take you away and they give you electric shock tests, where they put sensors on your fingers and give you little electric shocks to see how your nerves are working, and it's a severe case of carpal tunnel syndrome. So I couldn't do a great deal. So that's one reason. Unfortunately, I did lose my father, which was unexpected. So I've been dealing with that, and I've been basically digging out the cave as well. The cavern got a bit cluttered, so one of the things I've done is I've painted the floor. Just got a little pot of Rust-Oleum. No links to that. I've just bought it online. Nice paint, and it's done a good job. Bought myself a new mill. I got a little Sieg SX 2.7L mill, which is the it's direct. It's belt fed. It's got the long bed. I invested in a power feed for it and a DRO, and I've been playing around with that, just bits and pieces. Very impressed with it. Very pleased. It took a bit of getting up onto the workbench. I was expecting to have to pick it up myself, but no. Luckily, my grandsons were around, and they said, "We'll help you, Grandad." So that was that put on. A few other bits and pieces in the cave. And now I'm back on Ellie, or as she's now called, Helen. I've renamed her after my youngest daughter. I've been slowly accumulating bits. I got the laser cut chassis parts from Model Engineering Laser. No other connection to them apart from the fact that Ed's a member of our local Model Engineering Club. Rainsbrook Model Engineering Society. If anyone's around in Rugby area, come along and see us on a Saturday morning. The engineering team are always in there playing around, doing something or the other. Been collecting the other bits of brass, and I've made a few bits up, which I'll go through presently. But the plan is now I need to start getting my finger out. I've now got the workshop in a state where I can use it and enjoy it. I'm just waiting for an operation on my wrist, where they slash a hole in your wrist, scrape all the muck out in the carpal tunnel, which is a little bit here where the nerves go through. So they cut you there, get in, scrape it all out, stitch you up, put you in a plaster, bandage, and send you off home. The whole thing takes 20 minutes, and it's done under local anaesthetic. My lovely Patricia, the wife, she must be obeyed, had both hers done from when she used to work on a computer a lot. And she says, it's great afterwards. So that's where we are at the moment. So in a moment I'll move the camera, get some video of what has been done so far on Ellie, the bits I've got, the bits on Helen, the bits I've got, and what the plan's going to be. And the first part that I've already got assembled is the chassis, or base plate, chassis, which consists of the two side rails. You've got two axle bushes and a jack shaft bush. I'm going for the jack shaft version, and buffer beams at each end. Just got a little coat of paint on just to get a bit preservation. The bit where the engine fits through, there needs a little bit more cutting out apparently, I've been told. so I'll get that done at some point. Next bits I've already made is the wheels. These were fun to make. I did record them, but I've lost a laptop, and unfortunately the hard drives didn't survive, so a lot of machining I've done's gone. But yeah, so the wheels done to size. Then there are the axles with the cranks. These are just 10BA bolts which I've put through just to have a look see. These will be the cranks for the other side. Then there's the spacer that goes between the wheels. This can either be a 32mm or a 45mm gauge loco. At the moment our club is building a 32mm garden railway, raised garden railway. It's literally just well, we're not quite sure what the final track plan is going to be, but that's slowly starting to take place. Then another one, which is the jack shaft, which has a crank at the other end, and then there's a gear that fits on there which the motor drives. There are no castings involved in building this little loco. It's all out of flat bar, round stock, tubes, etc. So I've been online, ordered a selection of tubing and flat bar, angle, square stuff there for to make the burner and the engine. The burner's methylated spirits, if I remember rightly, which saves trying to shovel coal in. There's not really got a lot of room for the coal. The boiler is a piece of 2-inch pipe, which I salvaged from a site I was working at one point. A couple of end pieces which are made. They'll be silver soldered in place. There'll be a single stay which goes all the way through, and it's threaded and bolted on, and then a bit of pipe, bit of tube for the chimney. One of the things I do tend to do is have lots of little pieces of junk lying around. So for Ellie, for Helen, I've got a little, in fact it's a not takeaway, it's a frozen food ready meal tub from one of the two large supermarkets, to keep the bits in so I don't lose them. So I might need another one. Right, well I think that's enough, I think, for this video. I'm going to try and keep them about 10 minutes or 10-12 minutes. Otherwise it can get a bit boring, especially if it's just me talking. Got a new camera. I've been playing with that. Seems to be working quite well. I need to make sure I take off the time and date stamp off of it, because at the moment it's got a time and date stamp on. I've got to get used to focusing it in. Next I'll be looking at making the little engine. Bit of silver soldering there, bit of machining, bit of drilling. Then there's the cylinder which I've already made, and start assembling the cranks and the wheels and put the chassis together so we can get a rolling chassis. I'll see you soon, I hope. Thank you very much. Bye.